What is going on, guys? It is the end of August. We all know what that means. At the end of the month, we wrap up the month by doing my top 3 favorite e-liquids. This month, I also have a runner-up for those top 3, and I also have one that I really didn't like very much, probably the one that I disliked the most, but everything is subjective, guys. What I like, you may not like. What you like, I may not like. So anything that you see in this video that I say that I either A, like, or B, don't like, you may like or not like it too. So stay tuned to see what they are. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. We are always going to dive straight in, just like we always do. We're going to get straight into this video. I'm going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter because I'm actually going to try to get a couple of videos filmed tonight. I have another one that I'm very excited to make. Well, more interesting of a video is what it's going to kind of be. Got some good news, got some bad news, and I want to get it all out there to share to you guys as soon as possible. Now, like I said, it is the end of the month of August, so we are going to wrap this up. This great month. I had a great month this month, guys, between work and family life and everything. Just everything seems like it's going pretty good right now, especially in my vaping world. You know, I've tried a lot of e-liquid this month. I got to try a bunch of new flavors, and I also kind of reminisced and touched back on some flavors that I liked when I first started vaping, which was only probably about 4 or 5 months ago, guys. So I even touched back on some of the stuff I originally started with. Now, you know, this month was hard. Like I said, I went through a lot of e-liquid this month. I tried this, I tried that, I touched on some old stuff, and it was really hard to narrow it down to just 3. But this is the list I got, and like I said, everything is subjective. I may like it, you may not like it. This is just one guy's opinion, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Now, coming in at number 3, and trust me, these 3 are very good. These could take my top 3 of the month every month if I let them and didn't get out there and try new things. Coming in at number 3, guys, is going to be the Satisfying from Surf. Now, this stuff is mouth-watering. I definitely recommend you drip this. I'm a big RDA person. You know, I like to drip more than anything, more than tanks or RTAs or anything like that. There's plenty of good other tanks out there. It's just my personal preference on how I vape. But I mean, if you get a nice warm vape on this, whether it's Claptons or Aliens, you know, whatever, you get a nice warm vape of this Satisfying, and it's mouth-watering. I mean, the flavor on this is on point. I like the labels on the bottle. They're kind of classy looking. And you know what? Like I said, the reason I like to drip so much is because I can stretch this bottle out pretty good, you know, just by dripping. I make it last a good while. Now, the flavor profile on this is a raspberry and dragon fruit iced tea. I was a little bit weary when I first heard that flavor. I said, well, you know, dragon fruit can be strong, you know, raspberry and then iced tea all mixed up. I really didn't know what I would think about it. Put a couple drops in the RDA at the vape shop and tested it out. And I'll tell you what, guys, it took me right by, I mean, just straight on right away. I really enjoyed it. Had to pick it up. And I actually went out of town for work to Michigan, and I vaped nothing but this Satisfying all weekend. I loved it. Could not put this bottle down. She's now empty. I had a few drops left. I was actually hitting it before this video. It's actually what I have here. I got a few drops that I dripped here into the RDA. We're going to go ahead and give this guy a nice pull so I can get some of that flavor in here. It is just, if I had to describe it in one word, it would just be flavorful. And I know what you're thinking, well, of course it's flavorful, it's e-liquid. But this, guys, this has such a strong flavor profile. It is not a weak juice by any means. People out there, I know some companies you'll get e-liquid and the flavor will be good, but it's kind of faint. Whether it didn't steep long enough or whatever the process may have been, the flavor is just not all there. You can taste it, but it's not just you can lick your lips afterwards. This flavor is definitely one of those. Very strong. I recommend it to anyone who's a flavor chaser, you know, who wants that really rich, strong flavor afterwards, and you can just still taste it minutes and minutes after you vape it. This is definitely one. That's why it takes number 3 spot. I really enjoyed vaping on this. So the guys or gals over at Surf, whoever made this, you guys are doing a very good job. Please keep it up. So this one was that good. My number 2 and number 1 obviously are mind-blowing to me because this I really enjoyed. It was hard to put this at number 3, guys. But coming in at number 2, we're going to move right along here, is the, oh, damn, dropped the bottle, is the Icy Trio by Yummy Vapor, or Yummy Vapor, however you guys want to say that. I will show you a close-up of this label. You can see their Instagram name right there. Okay, you can see the bottle. The bottle's very, very nice. Cool looking bottle. I have this in a 100 ml bottle. And this, I actually got lucky, guys. I was at the vape shop, and there was a guy there, a friend of mine actually, and he didn't like the menthol. This is like a mixed berry menthol. He did not like the menthol in it. $10, I picked up a 100 ml bottle because he did not like it at all, and obviously wasn't going to return it. So I picked this bottle up for $10, and I'm about halfway through it. I've had it now for probably, I would say, close to a week, and I have really, really enjoyed it. Now, I was never a menthol cigarette smoker, nor did I really, really love menthol anything before I actually vaped on it a few times. When I actually had vapor's tongue, I vaped a lot of menthol, and that's kind of what got me hooked on the flavor of it in general. But this is I would say a 50-50. Now, the menthol in this isn't super mind-blowing strong, but it's definitely not weak either. If you like menthols, this is definitely one that you guys should pick up. The mixed berry in it tastes very, very good. I feel like half the time I get a really cool sensation of a mixed berry hit, and the other half the time I just get that really nice, throaty, straight menthol hit out of it. So it's very, very good. Like I said, that is by Yummy Vapor. I'll hold that bottle up for you guys one more time, and you guys can see that I'm about halfway through it. I'm really, really enjoying this one. This has been kind of my daily driver, actually. I have 2 RDAs set up right now, and this has been in one of them at all times. I usually never take it out. It is very, very good. So that is my number 2 pick. And of course, you guys probably know, if you follow me on Instagram or if you watch some of my other videos, what my number 1 pick is. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go ahead and throw it to Stance eliquids with the Lifted. Now, this is a cinnamon sugar Danish, guys. This is mind-blowing. I've made a video on this stuff before for their sponsor video when they sent me this in originally. Ken and Beth were kind enough to send me a few more bottles of it because honestly, it just goes straight through it. They sent me a few bottles already. I'm already cracked into the second one, and I've only had them for about a week. I love this flavor profile. Now, when you first try this, it is a straight cinnamon sugar. You don't get anything else out of it. But after you vape on it for a while and you really let your cotton start to saturate, you start getting little fruity notes, little notes of what the filling would be like inside the Danish. And that's what really turns it on for me, is knowing that I'm gonna have to vape it for just a little while to get into that fruity note. But man, I'll tell you what, I have it loaded up here in the Goon on the Tugboat, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a hit of it right now, guys, because I just love this stuff. It is flawless. I'm gonna have to take one more, guys. This stuff is really, really good. But like I said, that is by Stance eliquids, and it is their Lifted, which I said is a cinnamon sugar Danish with a little bit of a fruit note after you vape on it for a little while. Very, very good. I definitely recommend that you guys try this. And with the Stance eliquids, if you are interested in trying it, you can go to tacticalvapes.com and you can use the code STANCE17 and you will get 15% off of your order. I will leave the link below for the Stance e-liquid if you want to check that out. I will also try to leave some links for the other e-liquids that I've showed in this video below in case you are interested in picking those up. Now, my runner-up to the top 3 kind of fell short of my number 3, which was that Surf Satisfying, is going to be the Sauce by Chain Vapes. This is kind of, I'm not sure 100% what the flavor profile on this is. I've looked it up at one point, I just kind of forget, but what I get off of it is a real, kind of like a raspberry lemonade-y type taste to it. I'm a sucker for a good lemonade vape, especially when it's hot outside. Excuse me, you're working, stuff like that. This is good. I mean, I picked this up a couple days ago, and I'm pretty much all the way through the bottle. I'm actually gonna drip some here now in the Druga, and we'll go ahead and take a hit off it for you guys so I can explain this flavor profile a little bit more for you. So go ahead and get it juiced up. So the flavor on this stuff, like I said about the Surf, is not weak. Sorry for the smoke, guys. It's not weak by any means. It's got a very nice, strong flavor to it. Definitely, you can lick your lips afterwards and completely taste it. I love, love, love the taste, but it fell just a little bit short. Just a little bit short of that Surf, because like I said, the top 3 this month, guys, was absolutely, completely hard to pick out. It was very hard for me to pick out. But we're going to go ahead and slide right into the vape that I did not like this month, and I'm going to go ahead and start throwing these in there. Of all the vapes that I tried this month, all the flavors that I tested and went through, this is the one that I was really not a fan of. And like I said, this might be subjective. This might be your favorite flavor, I'm not sure. But it is by Charlie Noble, and it is their pistachio. Now I have this in 3 milligram. I actually got a pretty big bottle of this stuff too, which is why I'm pretty upset about it. Most of the bottle is left, and I didn't even vape all that. A buddy actually vaped most of this, and I grabbed the bottle back just for this video. I'm gonna give it back to him because it's just not my speed, guys. Now, I saw pistachio. I love pistachios. Smelled it. Smelled great. You know, the flavor. It's really hard to explain, guys. It's really hard to explain. It has tobacco in it, which is probably why I don't like it. I did not even look into what the flavor was. I just saw pistachio, said, wow, that's got to be really good. Took one pull off of it and said, yeah, I really like that. Took it home. After I vaped on it for about 30 minutes, it was just like almost, I don't want to say like gagging me, but the throat hit on it with the tobacco in there, I really, really did not enjoy, and it just kind of gave it a harsh, rough kind of taste. Was not a fan, guys. But like I said, that may be subjective. You guys may love that e-liquid. I'm just not a big fan. So it fell very completely short, not even making it close to the top of my list for this month. But that wraps it up, guys. Those were my top 3, my runner-up, my least favorite for the month of August. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to try to leave everything down in the link below so that you guys can check out where to pick up these e-liquids. If you guys have any questions or comments on this video, you can make sure to leave them below. If you guys like the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps the channel. Make sure to share this, show your friends, show your parents, show your grandparents. I'm sure they would love me. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.